Well, you have done it again, Mr. Wan. Another genuine horror film, starring Patrick Wilson, of course. James Wan directs The Conjuring 2. The Conjuring 2 stars Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. They reprise their roles as Lorraine and Ed Warren, two real-world paranormal investigators from the 1970s. They travel to England to visit with the Hodgsons, who have been experiencing some very scary, very mysterious paranormal activity, and now it is their duty, they must investigate and find out what's going on. Based on the true events of the Enfield Council House, but you know how these horror movies go, the based on true events. I don't know how much truth is in the film. Obviously, it's based on two real people and the experiences that they had. James Wan, in an interview, has said he wants to bring respect back to studio horror films. And I gotta say, congratulations, Mr. Wan, because you did it, you are doing it, you're one of the biggest names in horror right now, and this is a great film, guys. The Conjuring, I loved. Insidious, I loved. And The Conjuring 2, I loved. James Wan has this amazing ability for horror. A lot of horror movies these days rely on things like gore and jump scares. It's become a trope of the genre, and not only that, but criticism based on that has become a trope of the genre. James Wan really knows how to set an atmosphere, set a tone, and really rely on suspense, genuine horror, rather than just sort of build the adrenaline and then there's a big release, and then build the adrenaline and then a big release. With James Wan's films, you're always a little bit uneasy, a little bit nervous. You don't show a whole lot, and that adds to the horror of the film. With James Wan, a lot of the times it's like, he's setting up for a jump scare here, and he doesn't. And it leaves you even that much more uneasy. A character will go somewhere to investigate a sound, or you as the audience will see something that the character doesn't, and then they move and you're following them along, and then nothing. Ugh. That's even more scary at times than having a big and then you're like, but then the tension is completely dissipated out of the audience. James Wan knows how to keep that tension, keep it going throughout the course of the film. That being said, there was maybe 2 or 3 what I might call jump scares in the film. Maybe 2 that I can remember. One which got me really good. You were there.
Yeah, you screamed.
I didn't see this one coming at all. But see, that's the beauty of a James Wan horror film, is that it wasn't like there's a noise coming from the cupboard.
It wasn't super obvious.
Right. We're going to open the door and the cat is in there. Or, there's a rapping at the window. What's going on? And then you walk over to the window and a bird flies by. And it has nothing to do with the story, really. Like, James Wan keeps the story, keeps you on track. Stay on target. James Wan always uses such great in-camera imagery. He keeps things right there in the camera. Not a whole lot of CGI or special effects, or if he is using it, I didn't notice it, and that's the best kind of CGI. But a lot of his stuff is right there in frame. You will follow the character the whole way down the stairs, into the living room, into the kitchen, back around, back up the stairs, and little things here or there catches your eye. Takes you off guard. You go, is that what I thought it was? What was that? And even some of the more scarier, actual, full-on horror moments, when something major happens in frame, a lot of it is right there in the camera. He does great work. It's not an over-reliance on post-production, which gives it that sort of raw feeling, and it feels very real. And just like in The Conjuring, we had excellent performances from Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. They both did amazing jobs portraying Lorraine and Ed Warren. Madison Wolfe did an excellent job in this film. She plays Janet, the main girl who is having the most contact with the entity. She did an amazing job, and they did a lot of great things with audio in this film, like the sounds that are coming out of her, and then the performance that she delivered on top of that. Really, really good stuff in this movie, guys. I was genuinely impressed. This is one of Madison Wolfe's breakout roles, and Lauren Esposito plays her sister. This is her first role? Her first role on her IMDb page. Really strong performances, strong cast all the way around. It was awesome. There was an additional layer to the plot, something extra that I won't spoil because this is non-spoiler, but a little complexity added that you might not expect in a sequel to The Conjuring. I don't think blatantly tried to outdo the predecessor. I felt that this was very much in line with The Conjuring. They weren't trying to overstuff it full of too much, which can be kind of a thing with sequels. It's like, we did that, so more, and then that and more. I don't think they did that here. I was very, very happy with the story. There were a few forced lines or blatant lines, something that I thought was a little bit sort of like on the nose, just a skosh, or a character might make a stupid decision because the plot demanded it. It's like, well, this must happen, so this person shall do this. I'm nitpicking at this point because this was a great horror film. In a time where the horror genre has become overrun with, like I said, jump scares, gore, shallowness, lack of plot, lack of good characters, lack of story, this definitely stands out. It's a standout horror film from James Wan. Again, I can't recommend it enough. Go to the movie theater, buy the ticket, see this film. So guys, The Conjuring 2. Did you see the movie? What did you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video and you want to see any more of my ramblings about movies, you can always click right there to subscribe. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga reprising their role.
What is going on? There's just kittens everywhere.
Look at this little kitty.
That's Amy Boo. See how much she's grown?
Amy Boo. Amy Boo. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy Boo. Do you want to say hi to the YouTube community? Look out there. Oh. Are Patrick Wilson and James Wan friends? You're going to be the lead in my horror franchise. Okay, cool. I have another horror franchise. You're going to be the lead in my other horror franchise. Okay, cool. I'm just curious. Does anybody know if like are they BFFs or do they just like working together? That's a complete aside. I'm honestly just curious.